Hey, what's up guys, I'm sorry for not making a video in ages on this channel. Let's just say I somehow completely broke the device that I started this channel on, and it's just never gonna be fixed. So I managed to log into the account on my mum's iPad, which I've been using for a couple things, and so I thought my first video, or my possibly most viewed video, I'm not really sure, I did a review on 2 figures, so why not do a review on over 5 minifigures. There's this store in Wrexham where they sell, I wouldn't call it knockoff Lego because it's copying Legos, but it's not really imitating anything that Lego's already made other than the basic shapes. And some of them, they have custom weapons, so I thought it'd be most appropriate to review Deathstroke, as this is the minifigure that I initially went into this store to buy. Now, I know it kind of looks like it's printed on Unofficial LEGO, that's just the brightness and surprisingly good HD quality of the video, which I don't usually get, so that's nice. Now, he has these katanas in the back. They don't 100% fit because it is knockoff and they can never get the plastic molds and stuff perfect. This is 2 pieces, so you've got the head underneath and this helmet. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is based off his movie design, purely because you take the helmet off, which I am going to say is tricky to do. You do have this balaclava face here. It is grey. Now, the reason I point that out is in the Justice League end credit scene, he does have, he's got a grey hair and grey beard. So, yeah. And the design of it just looks like the movie one, which can't really say about Lego's own figure, who is more comic book based, which Lego usually bases things more of the comic. But when you think about it, the old, I don't know what you'd call those, like the spots, I guess, very comical. Now, I managed to get this figure for a minimum of £5 on eBay, which is quite a steal. It was an auction, much like the Joker. And yeah, speaking of Deathstroke, I've got this head, and you can tell it's from Quicksilver. I just erased his sideburns, I guess, and I just painted a hair in white, as I probably could find one. I couldn't, using some, didn't know this was flammable. I'm gonna toss this in the fire then. Umbrella enamel gloss white paint, and yeah, the only thing really that I need to paint on him is an eye patch, and I think this head just kind of suits him in a way, possibly because it looks like Tony Stark. And the Lego Green Arrow TV show that an animator made, they do actually use Tony Stark for Deathstroke. Now, speaking of characters in the Arrowverse, next up we have Deadshot. Now, this is super comic book based, as you can tell from the white head. It just looks really comical. He does come with this rifle, which, yeah, I'm not really sure how a minifigure is supposed to hold one, because it's not really a two-handed gun, it's more of a not mounted, but I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, very nice, very good detailing. They do, if you're wondering, feel like official Lego a little bit, I guess. They do have the smoothness of official Lego, which some knockoffs don't, some do, so yeah. And as well, for the sake of comparison, we've got this Deadshot from the Harley Quinn Batman trike set. Now this was in indirect. Was an indirect tie-in to the Suicide Squad, and you can see how they are very similar in some ways, but quite different in others. And yeah, although this is one of my favorite minifigures in terms of how far detailing goes, because it's not very detailed. It just kind of looks cool, honestly, and I like that. Yeah, I did replace this with a grey one because so that I bought that I might review today and then upload a different day or whatever. Was missing that. It was missing a few pieces that I just had to swap out for stuff in my Lego parts bin. It's not a bin, it's a drawer system. If I hit 100 subscribers, I might do a room tour, but more Lego, if that makes sense. And yeah, so I really love the detailing on these minifigures. It is just so great, and it's a shame that Lego doesn't put this much detailing into their figures, and this figure, I guess, should have been dual molded, although I've not seen him in the comics, so I wouldn't really know. But yeah, although I guess he is quite similar to his movie appearance as well, played by Will Smith, I do believe. So that's Deadshot. Speaking of the Suicide Squad, I also saw Jared Leto's Joker, which I think this quote from Heath Ledger sums up everyone's reaction to Jared Leto's Joker.
What happened? Your balls drop off?
As it's just sort of like the Joker's meant to be this epic villain that has a huge role that could have just anything the Joker's in, really, not anything, but it kind of just makes it about the Joker, or that could just be the Dark Knight. Now, one thing I'm going to point out is the hairpiece should have been this Count Dooku hairpiece in green, which one of the figures did have, so I'm not sure why he didn't. Maybe they couldn't find it, or maybe he comes like this. I wouldn't know. But yeah, I did see Yoquin, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce Phoenix's Joker there, but I just thought there's nothing really special about it. It uses the Thor hair, but in green, and it just wasn't fitting enough. So yeah, but yeah, it comes with a crowbar which honestly, because my mum pointed out, she noticed how a lot of them came with guns, and I said, well, when you think about it, you put it into perspective, a crowbar is a lot more violent than a gun, because a gun is just BANG! Dead. Whereas a crowbar, you have to repeatedly stab them, and they may still be alive, and you have to smash their face in. Don't ask how I know so much about violence. Yeah, I really like the detailing on this figure, and the skin tone doesn't 100% match. I'd say it almost matches his actual skin tone in the movie. Now, I'm not sure if he is a white man, like, literally, or if it's all just one big coating of paint, or multiple, I'm not sure. It's something that always confuses me about the Joker, but yeah. Speaking of the Joker, we have Red Hood, which while I know this is the Robin one, without his mask. Red Hood was Joker's first alias, and all the Robins do tend to become Joker for some reason. Maybe they thought, you know what, I hate Batman, so let's just give him a right kick in the pants and become his worst nemesis, which, yeah, right in the family grave. But yeah, and again, I'm gonna point out the detailing. I really like the detailing on all of these figures. Now, I'm not too sure what he looks like underneath the jacket. I've not really seen it, and I don't really read the comics. I'm just more aware of other things than I am of certain other stuff. But yeah, when I saw this, I thought, yeah, I need this figure, as I'm still trying to get the official Red Hood, and I thought, you know, why don't I just get the knockoff one while it's there, especially because of that head, because I was thinking, if I'm going to buy knockoff Lego, don't just buy an exact replica of something Lego's already made. That's just the worst thing you can do. Try and get exclusive stuff, which, you know, they do have a lot of exclusives in terms of figures Lego hasn't made, or a version of a figure that Lego hasn't made, like the Deathstroke and Deadshot. And yeah, he comes with these two guns. I'm not sure which type they are. He also has a gun in his pocket, not pocket, but like a little side thingy printed on his legs, which just the attention to detail. Now, I did accidentally break his hand because the gun wasn't going in, it was just extremely loose and it would just slip out, so yeah, I had to put in a hand. I'm not sure whose hand it was, but yeah, one of the figures kindly lent a hand. And yes, you might have seen, he comes with this motorcycle, which is really cool. I know my sister would probably want this figure just because of the motorcycle, because she is motorcycle obsessed. She's like, oh no, I'm gonna become a motorcyclist when I'm older. I don't care if I'll get billions of injuries. I don't care if I die on a motorcycle. I'm getting a motorcycle, which is hilarious, honestly. And we have countless discussions. Oh no, your mum's stupid. Oh yeah, she has been a bit tight. So. But yeah, I really like this. Now, going back to what I said about exact replicas of Lego, I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same as Lego's, just the fact that it's knockoff, but the fact that he comes unmasked makes him different enough from Lego, plus the arm printing, which is just something that the official one doesn't have. Or maybe it does. I wouldn't know, I don't own it, but I will soon. Probably. If I can save up enough money, because I'm going broke just spending all my money on Lego. But it's Lego, so you know, it's not like it can't be justified. You thought I was going to say, well, speaking of people that wear jackets or something like that, no. This is Venom from the movie. Now, I know there might be people that aren't too sure and be like, oh, how do you know it's from the movie? Well, in the movie, he doesn't have the logo, as he's not officially, I mean, he is officially Venom and stuff, but like, he's not part of the MCU or anything, and they thought maybe to use that might have caused too many clashes. Now, it would have been nice if he came with another head, so it's not just Eddie Brock. Although, he kind of doesn't look like Eddie Brock with those big eyebrows, and I'm not sure. But yeah, again, the attention to detail. Now this one, you can kind of tell it's knockoff just because of how subtle all the detail isn't. That makes sense. So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool figure, and yeah, I really like him a lot. So, and yeah, just all the details on the legs to the torso with the little muscles. I always like muscles on LEGO figures. I don't know why, it just makes them look cool, I guess. Now, the figure did come with this gigantic thing, which I'm zoomed out as much as I can, and I cannot fit this entirely on the screen unless I move the iPad back, or if I move the figure back. Because it's knockoff, they have a tendency to be extremely loose, but put in some blue tack or maybe even some glue and it'll get them right in there. It also comes with these hand accessories, much like the Carnage from that set. If I can just find the pieces. Maybe not, but we've got one of them at least now. I just find this whole thing really awkward. Even with Carnage, although definitely works better for Venom, like it's all black, and my OCD explodes every time I look at this minifigure. Sorry, but it's the truth. And yeah, now there is one more figure, and you won't probably not be able to guess this figure, who it is. And if you do, I'd be very impressed, because he's barely got anything to relate to anything other than maybe colours and stuff. Now it is, of course, or maybe not so of course, Knuckles from Sonic. Now, if you saw the review on my main channel a few months back, you'd know that Eggman here, which is, it was just really amazing to me when I saw this. I was like, yo, it's Eggman, I've got to buy this. And obviously I did. Totally didn't steal it. No, I'm joking, I didn't steal it. Now, yeah, because before I did go ahead and buy all the parts necessary to buy all the parts to make a custom one. I'll link the the 2 tutorials in the description, and you can also see them on screen now. But yeah, so I bought all the parts to make them. It cost about 30 quid, so about 10 pounds per figure, I'd say. No, I'm pretty sure it's almost 40 even, if I'm not so mistaken. So, but we're not reviewing Eggman, we're reviewing, of course, Knuckles, because I did get knockoff of all the Sonic characters. Well, not all of them, it was just Shadow, Sonic, there was 4, I know it, Super Sonic, normal Sonic, and one of them's supposed to be Knuckles, but they just used the same mold, and yeah, Shadow. So I do have the official one that I really wanted. I got the set sealed, which I usually don't do, but back then I wanted it to be sealed, but now I don't really care. Sealed or not, it's still a great set usually, which is why I'm buying a particular set. But yeah, because something you may or may not know about me, but I am a little Sonic fan. I used to be a huge Sonic fan, briefly. And yeah, so just everything from the tail there, printing on the legs, just everything. It's just such a cool figure, and I really like it. The exclusive head mold, I doubt we'd ever see this figure in LEGO, just because, I don't know, LEGO's lazy and charges extra money nonetheless. So, but yeah, be sure to comment down below telling me what you think about this haul, whether you think my justifications for buying knockoff Lego are valid or not. I definitely think they are, as I didn't just go and think, oh, well, I don't have this figure and I would spend 30 quid on it, but I can get it for 2 quid. You know, they're all unique and exclusive and everything, which, yeah, so, and no, I will not be giving any of these away. Do not ask for them unless there was any that I had spares of, which I don't, so, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed all minifigures. I know I really enjoyed buying them. It was a very nice experience. You know, just, there's nothing like a nice, refreshing buying of Lego after a nice day out bowling with your father. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm thinking of reviewing some sets that I've had for a while, or maybe a few months or whatever, just to see if I can grow this channel, get it to at least half the subs that my main account has. And as always, this has been Awesome Bricks 201, and I've been your host, Chuck Smythe, and like I say in every single one of my videos, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. And yes, I did get a case for the Heath Ledger Joker and the Batman from the same set, just to keep them displayed so they don't get dusty or get touched often. And no, that is not a pack of cannabis, that is 2 batarangs and a Tommy gun, which it's very hard to see, but I don't care. This end of the video isn't supposed to be high quality. This has been an Awesome Bricks 201 production. Peace out.